Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. We have consumer confidence report out this morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. It will move the index markets. Let's see how the morning strategies and how the 15-minute Rob reversal can navigate through these high impact news days like today, right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so it is Tuesday, March 26th, and we do have consumer confidence coming out this morning at 9 a.m. My game plan for the 15-minute Rob reversal on this is to probably start looking for a trade after that report comes out. And also, it's important to take a look at price action. The 15 to 30 minutes after that report comes out. You don't want to get caught up in chop or in some big swings one way or the other. All right, let's take a look at how the strategies fared yesterday. Let's start off with gold, which was a loser. We did get activated into the short here off of the 805 to 810 inside bar candle right here. Your stop loss would be put at the top of this first source bar right here. And we would be looking for 20 ticks of take profit and 20 ticks of stop loss. As you can see, we came down to probably about 55 to 60% of our TP. And then right at the 8:30 open, this thing reversed on us and knocked us off here for a loss. Sorry, I should open that up here a little bit more. The oil strategies continued on their hot streak. Both sessions were a winner yesterday. Session 1, you got activated off of this 815 to 820 inside bar right here. You then had a second consecutive inside bar, which in my opinion just strengthens the edge that we have on these inside bar plays. And you get full take profits, 17 ticks, beautiful trade. And then in session 2, which I traded this one, I am trading just session 2, but session 1 is doing pretty damn good too. So I will be looking to add this here probably shortly. We'll see how the end of March comes, and maybe into April I will start trading session 2. Inside bar at 9:10 to 9:15, that was your signal there. Price action then activates you into the long. A little bit of a reversal down, but then strong move here by buyers. Takes it for full take profit, 22 ticks. Beautiful trades in oil. So oil is doing fantastic. Kind of been a quiet couple of days here on the Rob reversal. Man, I felt like we went through like 8 or 9 trading days where we were getting a setup every day. A few days that we had multiple setups, which is not necessarily the norm. But yesterday we did not have any valid setup. I'll just go over the 2 indicators that you see on the chart, or the 2 setups. 745, again, you get the right candlestick pattern, closes below the ADMA, but this does not activate because this is at 7:45 in the morning, which is pre-session. I'm only looking to trade these Rob reversals from 8:30 to 1:15. The next setup comes in at 1:30. I do get a lot of questions on Discord and on my YouTube channel. If you could trade this Rob reversal setup in other instruments, in other markets. One, the simple answer is yes, you can. I know that there is several there's several threads in my Discord where they have back tested in different instruments. I personally only trade this on the NQ, so my back testing and my knowledge with this is really with the NQ. I know how the instrument runs. The time frames are good. The EMA filter is really good. But that's not to say that you could not trade this in other instruments. You just gotta back test it. You gotta, it surprises me sometimes that people even ask, if anybody else is back tested. Well, you know what? You got to back test your strategies yourself as well. You got to have confidence, not just blindly listen or see what either someone on YouTube is telling you or somewhere on a Discord or a forum. Not a good idea. So let's take a look at oil. Remember, oil is always on my left-hand side of my chart. Kind of rangy this morning. We are hovering right over the overnight open currently. And in gold, we've had a pretty strong uptrend all morning. And then recently, we are on kind of a mini downtrend. So we'll see if this trend here continues or if gold makes another run upwards. Taking a look at our dashboard and our levels. So dashboard, we are currently sitting at $51,257, trading just the oil and gold strategies. So again, that count's got a great buffer and looking to end this week off strong. As far as the levels, kept a few levels here from yesterday just to kind of show you guys a few things. This is a level that I had yesterday in red. So red is always yesterday past levels. Obviously, you got 3 rejections here. This is actually kind of like the moves that I was looking for. And then I even drew these out yesterday, probably around, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that, pretty early. And I even mentioned in my end of my video yesterday that I was surprised that this level or this level hadn't been swept yet. And sure as shit, right pretty much at the 15 minutes before the market opens, takes a rip, completely sweeps this level, and then shoots right back to the level that I had marked out here. So as far as today is concerned, above us, 52.99, kind of already swept through this level here. So let's go to 52.82. That's another level where price action is currently, a level underneath where price action currently is that I could definitely see again swept here this morning. And if we took a look at the NQ, strong level from yesterday, it's in red now, but this one's still in play, 18,620. Again, a level from yesterday at 18,558. Got a nice little rejection off of that here already this morning. And this is a level that I had here from yesterday. A new level underneath where price action currently is at 18,520 and then 18,498. So I'll take a look at those levels, see if there's any trades set up in there this morning. And on the YM, so pretty much charts almost looking the same. I've been really anticipating the YM to sweep into this level at 39,608 or a stronger level that I really feel that you're going to get a pretty nice trade off if this can continue. If we can move it up, if we can get to there, 39,869 is a level where I could definitely see some strong rejection. I had those plays out from yesterday. I kept them here, and pretty much the same is true this morning. So it's going to have to, it's just been ranging so long that for this thing to move, it's going to have to tap into one of those areas. So again, I post these levels in Discord each morning. I post my analysis kind of at the end of the day, and if there is any trade that I take on there. So I'm going to get ready here for the morning session and stick around for my trade breakdowns and the recap for the end of the day. See you guys in a little bit.
Order canceled.
Okay, so here we get activated into our first trade of the morning, and that is in gold, which is always going to be on the right-hand side of my chart. Just updating my bracket orders as we are going short on this trade. Your stop loss is placed on the source bar, which is the first left candle of the red inside bar. So I place my stop loss right at the top. And then based on what that stop loss is in ticks, I will then adjust my take profit to the exact same level. So it's 1-to-1. And so here, again, we get activated into the short. Price action here was a little bit, I mean, we're on a downtrend, so that was good. Excuse me, that was good. But price action to me, the initial push is awesome. That's exactly what we're looking for in this type of strategy that I have in gold and in oil. So the initial push is great. The only concern that I had a little bit was where my take profit was. I knew that I was going to have to get a very, very strong push towards the end of this trade to get it all the way to full take profit. So now I'm just kind of sitting back and waiting for sellers to really kind of step in and take this to our TP. There's a nice little push. And again, once I get to about 70% take profit, I like to reduce my risk down to 70%. Spoiler alert, this trade does end up taking full take profit, but take profit comes in so quickly that I don't even have an opportunity to reduce my risk in half. But overall, it was a beautiful trade. We get that final push at the bottom, which you guys are going to see here shortly, that takes us to full take profit. Nice trade in gold.
Target filled. Order
okay, and
canceled.
then here we get activated into our oil session 2 trade. This one is session 2. I like to trade obviously from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm just now adjusting my stop loss the same type of strategy that I had in gold. Stop loss goes at the top of my source bar, which is the bar left to the inside bar that we are getting into this trade on. And we kind of had a discussion in Discord. Obviously, we've got the overnight open above us, which is that yellow line on my chart. I do not use it as a confluence or as a filter to get in or out of trade, to select if I'm going to take a trade or not. But I am obviously aware that is above us. So I know one member had mentioned, I kind of hope that we get a short here. And I was kind of looking, I'm like, well, the overnight open's actually been tapped into a few times. And generally when that happens, you usually get a push through there. But at the same time, I also felt like exactly where my take profit is at was an area where they might want price action to kind of sweep into. So, it was kind of 50-50, but at the same time here, we just did not get that initial push out of there. Now, the funny thing is that we do take a full stop on this one, but this thing actually reverses and goes right down to past where our take profit would have been. But a little unlucky here on oil session 2. Either way, session 2 has been doing fantastic for March, but I take a loser here.
Stop filled.
All right, so overall, a nice day of trading. Got the cash account, got the eval account back into the green for the week, which is fantastic. You saw those, the 2 trades that I took in the morning sessions. Let's start with oil. So oil, we had a session 1 winner. Actually, this got to be moved right there. Got in on this inside bar at 8:25 in the morning, closing at 8:30. And again, really small trade, but let's just go over the rules really quick. So remember, you'd have an entry to go short at the bottom of the inside bar. You would have an order to go long at the top of the inside bar. You're just waiting for price action to determine in which direction it wants to go out of the consolidation. And you get activated, obviously, to the short. Now, to calculate your take profit and stop loss, just take your risk tool and put it at the bottom of your inside bar where your order to go short would have been. And you're just basing it off the top of the inside bar. It's 8 ticks, very small trade, abnormally small trade, especially for this session 1. But again, 8 tick winner. The trade that you guys saw here was a little bit unfortunate, but we got activated into a short at 9:05. I was trading the MCL, but I was still basing it off the CL, so the CL chart is the same. To me, it looks like the CL would have also ticked into the short. Some people said that they got into the long. But again, I'm not trading with any offset, so I think the CL would have probably triggered you to the short. As far as my statistics are concerned, I'm going to be basing this as a loss. 16 ticks in session 2 of, let me just see if this would have even won if they were active. No, I don't think this would have won regardless. So let's see. Some people said take profit, and that didn't make much sense to me, but we'll see here. 14 ticks. Nope, that wouldn't have worked either. So no matter what, session 2 was a loser. Up $85 today on the eval. It was a pretty big size trade on the on gold. So ended up great there. I think yesterday we took like a $22 loss. So green on the week there, which is fantastic. Green on my cash account as well. Nothing yet in the Rob reversal. We had, again, this setup right at 8:30 in the morning to go long. Time condition was good. Pattern was good. But this closed below the ADMA, so no trade and no setup as of yet. I will leave this one running, even though it doesn't look like it is. Oh, you know what? I had turned it off for the news, and thought I had turned it back on. I did not. All right, so let me enable this guy. And then we will, so this strategy now is enabled, and we'll take a look at and see if it gets any setups here till 1:15 today. And if it does, and it win or lose, I'll let you guys know tomorrow and during tomorrow's video. Let's take a look really quickly at the levels. Took a nice little trade on the ES. Pretty simple trade. Right out of the open, got into long. My reasoning for the long, it was 6 points, so made $300, so $297. Reason for the trade was we had a pretty big gap right here off of that 730, 745 candle, and just kind of really felt like it would want to kind of come back and touch into this gap, and it sure did. So it was a pretty easy trade. Now, I'm not gonna, I only really like taking one trade, and I try to find the best setup between the ES, the YM, and the NQ, and I prefer the YM and the ES, honestly, just for price action when it's just for this type of trading. I posted this in Discord that, you know, this level right here, this level right here is where I'm really anticipating price action, wanting to sweep into by the end of the day today. Let's take a look at the YM. Obviously, it's only 9:52 in the morning Central Time, so there is still a lot that can happen. And again, the YM, this has been a level I've been looking at for, I think, 3 days here now, where chart API. What does that mean? I don't know, that was weird. It must have been the sell order from the ES. Let me just take a look. I didn't take a trade right now. No, that was already done. I don't know what that was there. What were we on? We were on the YM. So again, this is a level here. This would be, you know, if you were in front of charts, or if I was in front of charts and this one happened, I would love to take this setup here. And on the NQ, what do we got? Nothing really. Nothing really. I mean, this is a level here that I would more than likely think that we're going to tap into here today at 18,521. But again, it's only 10 o'clock. News came out about a little less than an hour ago. So we'll see here how the end of day price action comes. I'll update that in Discord as well. But overall, a really positive day of trading, and just keeping the week hot and keeping the month hot. Love to end this March off with a bang. So, and again, I just gonna let you guys know, if you guys are looking to get funded, want to pass an eval account, I am an affiliate with TopStep. The link is below. The link to all 3 of my strategies, which have been completely updated with all of the latest tweaks and updates that I have done to them. They're also in my description. So that is the strategy in oil, and there is a trade in gold, and there's a trade in the NQ. So happy day of trading. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone.